Well, happy noontime, everyone, and thank you for joining me on the Daily Dose of Pinellas Park Church of Christ. Today we're going to be talking a little bit from the Proverbs, and we'll go there in just a minute. Do want to make a couple of quick announcements for our church family. If you've read the flock notes that we've sent out this morning, then you realize that we need to be praying for Connie Woods and her family at the passing of her mother this last evening. So keep Sister Connie Woods in your prayers. Also sent out an announcement for Sue Pierce. This is probably someone that you are unfamiliar with. However, as a minister, I'm on the list of folks to call from the Northside Hospital when there are patients there who do not have do not have folks who have family that can come and can be with them, but they'll call a clergy member from the community. And last night, or should I say early this morning, was one of those mornings when I got a call at about 1:30 that there was an imminent need for someone to come to the hospital and have a prayer with someone there. And I kind of want to use that as sort of the basis for our thoughts today. The woman by the name of Sue was there at the hospital, and she has no family in the area, no relatives either distant or close to her that live in this particular area. Most of them are up north or out west, and she essentially had no one. So the hospital called me to come and to have prayer with her. But when I got there, at her bedside was another woman by the name of Carol, and she told me kind of the story of the relationship between her and Sue. And for 40 years, she had been her friend and essentially her only friend, and had seen her through several different medical traumas, several different medical issues. And here on this night, very near, from what I understand, her passing, her friend Carol sat beside her, held her hand, and was the one who initiated calling for a minister to come and have prayer with her and Sue. And it made me think of some passages that we read in the book of Proverbs. You know, Proverbs, certain themes repeat throughout the book. For instance, there are a lot of passages about wisdom. There are a lot of passages about the sluggard, or about being, active and energetic. But there are also a great number of passages in the book of Proverbs about friendship and just how essential it is to life. Proverbs 17 and verse 17 says, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." Hard times will come. Difficulty will come, but yet a friend sticks by your side through each and every part of it. Proverbs 18 and verse 24 says, "A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." Again, a friend is one who sits by your side. A friend is one who is concerned. A friend is one who is not afraid to be put out by a situation, by a circumstance, but always is there and ready and willing to serve. Proverbs 19 verse 6, "Many seek the favor of a generous man, and everyone is a friend to a man who gives gifts." And this one's a little bit interesting because it talks about how friendships can be false. Just like there is a friendship that is deeper than brotherhood, a lot of people that we meet, it's not that necessarily the friendship is false. It's just it doesn't have the depth of relationship. And it's important in our lives that we have people to call friends. It's important in our lives that we have people that we can reach out to and are part of our lives in a very intimate and close way. And it's amazing to me that a lot of people, do not have that type of relationship. They don't feel as if they have someone that cares about them in that deep and intimate way. And I guess it's important for us to realize this, especially in this time of need, especially in this time when we're all kind of locked in our homes and we're sitting in front of screens like this one. It's important to remember that there are people who have our backs, that there are people who do want to hold our hands, make sure that we're okay. And it's important to remember to reach out and to let the people in your life, the friends that you have, know that you care about them, know that you're concerned about them, know that you know love them. So today I want to encourage you to be that friend that is closer than a brother, to be that friend that loves at all times. Be the friend who sometimes speaks the harsh words. Proverbs 27 verse 6, faithful are the wounds of a friend. In other words, sometimes a friend who is a faithful friend is going to have to wound us, is going to have to tell us things that we don't necessarily want to hear, or certainly aren't at the forefront of our mind, but they speak them nonetheless. Proverb writer goes on, Proverbs 27 and verse 10, do not forsake your friend and your father's friend, and do not go to your brother's house in the day of calamity. Better is a neighbor who is near than a brother who is far away. Don't forsake your friend. A friend sticks at all times. There's a friend that's closer than a brother. Sometimes the words of a friend are words that have to kind of prick our heart in order to get us to move in directions that we need to move. But we never forsake a friend. In this time of uncertainty, and it seems like every day we hear something new, and it seems as if this period of kind of isolation will be extended. Think of the people around you that you love. Think of the people that you call friends. And don't just think of them. Pick up that device, call them, communicate with them, find some way to reach out to them, and then speak those words that you need to speak. Let them know that they are loved. Let them know that you care. Let them know that you cherish their friendship and that you desire for them to be a part of your life and your situation, and that you want to be that faithful friend who will not go away even though times get difficult, even though times become hard. Today I encourage you, reach out. Let the people who love you know indeed that you love them. This has been your Daily Dose. I thank you for joining me. You have a blessed and wonderful